hell with him, this would be the end of his story. Victory over hardship, he's built for it. He killed for another chance to rewrite his story. He grabbed a pen, he wrote the script for it. He had a gift for it, something like a sixth sense. He backed his bags, man, he ain't seen the bed since. Had sentenced, did exactly what it was supposed to do. He swallowed pride, did what people that are sober do. He told the truth, trusted God, and cleaned his mess up. They told him he kept going, be like he never even messed up. Within a couple years, the boy was blessed up. He used his story to help others who had messed up. Matter of fact, rumor has it that he still at it. He makes music, they say it helps heal land. It's real bad once he's helping them through real battles. Real battles, know nothing about, and that's the story of the boy. And of course there's more to it. Maybe next time we'll get more into it. There's a moral to it, something for you to think on. Yo, you should think on it.
Welcome everybody to Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? Welcome my friends. How are y'all doing? Welcome Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? Oh, awesome. Anyways, I'd like to qualify myself for the show. As y'all read before, I started using alcohol and drinking alcohol and smoking weed when I was 10 years old. I moved right along to methamphetamines, cocaine, mushrooms, LSD, barbiturates, all the good stuff. And methamphetamines, the heroin mix, that was my drug of choice. I don't tell you that because I'm proud. I tell you that because I am living proof that any addict can clean and sober. Woo woo. Living proof. So, the yard sale went over pretty good. We made $782 to donate to a recovery center and other recovery sources. We also did good on giving out Narcan. I think we gave out like 15 boxes of Narcan when it was all said and done. Still got people asking. for it. What do you say, Scott? What do you say, Cheryl? How are you doing today? Welcome, Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud. Thank you for your support. Miss Cheryl, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today? Kind of worried about you the other day, seeing you didn't feel good. But, anyways, yeah, Iron Horse Festival went over great for us. The yard sale was good. Still got tons of stuff left over to still. So we might have another yard sale. I don't know what we're going to do with it all, but we're going to do something. With it. We talked about having another yard sale. Man, I tell you what, I thought we did fantabulous on our yard sale, and did, like I said, 15 boxes of Narcan. Got to see a buddy of mine's ex-wife, and she's doing good. Long story, he was a using buddy of mine, and ended up they lost their son, and of course they split ways, and it was pretty neat to see her. But anyways, from there we had the Iron Horse Festival parade. It was not much this year. I'm sure the COVID had something to do with that. I'm not really for sure. I just know it wasn't as big as the years before. Let's see, was there anything? Oh yeah, coming up next, the next event will be Pathway to Hope on October the 2nd. Starts at 3 o'clock at the Bardstown Farmers Market. You're gonna have speakers, free pizza. Did I say free pizza? Free pizza and water. Also going to be several speakers. The entertainment's going to be done by Rise Up. That is the band from Isaiah House. really good band. Looking forward to listening to them in person. I've heard them on Facebook, but I haven't seen them in person, so I can't really wait to do that. Like I said, lots of speakers. Going to have vendors there. Pretty neat. Going to try to do a podcast from there. I got to get me a camera because it did not work out here at the Iron Horse Festival. So I got to get me a camera. That's my dude right there. I love you, bro. Stevie, what's up, my friend? What's up? But yeah, I got to get me a camera so we can do a live video from Pathway to Hope. And the next event after that will be Sobertober, and we can't wait for Sobertober. It's going to be a camp out event on October the 15th through the 17th down here on the river. As soon as you cross over to LaRue County, leaving New Haven on 31 East South towards Hodgsonville, it'll be the first turn on your left. It'll be $10 donation for the first night, $20 donation for both nights. BYOB, bring your own boat. That's right, BYOB, bring your own boat. And we're going to try to kayak the river, canoe, or whatever. And it's going to be really good. Got a country singer for Saturday night. Going to be several meetings, door prizes, a $5 50-50. Expecting a big crowd. Please come out and check us out. Man, it's going to be awesome. It's just going to be awesome. It's just going to be awesome. But yeah, so that's all the events coming up right now. Let's see here. Let's do a second here, and it's I don't want to do that just yet. I'm kind of lost today. Man, I tell you, I got my computer out I had it outside for the Iron Horse Festival, and of course I unhook everything, and then I come in today and I hook it all back up, and it will not start. So about 2.5 hours later, God stepped in and fixed it for me, because I don't know what happened. It just does that sometimes. I'll go a week without being on it, and then next thing you know, I put it on, and boom, it don't work. Same thing again this time, but I did have some settings and stuff changed, and yeah, I had to redo some settings and all that good stuff. Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know if I got a bell on this thing or not. I should have a bell. You know what? I should have a bell. Everybody should have a bell. Let's see. Laughter. Nope, but we do got an applause. Does that work? What do you say, Sean? Welcome, my friend, to my podcast. We don't know what we're doing here. We're just trying to waste a little time till my brain kicks in and says, okay, this is what we're talking about. I do want to shout out for all these people out here that suffer with this COVID-19, the COVID-19. Pray for them. Be sure y'all think about them and pray for them. Pray for the people that's out there still sick and suffering. You know, can't beat their addictions and really struggling with life. It's not easy to be in recovery. It gets easier as you're here, but it's hard to get here. You know, a lot of people don't understand it. It's a whole lot easier than what you think. And if you're not on these real hard drugs that causes withdrawal, and you're just on the low power drugs, it don't really matter what you're on. But if you're not withdrawing from it, you should probably try to do something different before you get into something that you can't really battle. See, I never thought that there was a such thing as withdrawing, because I thought I did it all growing up, and I really did. But until I got in the opiate scene, I didn't realize that there was a physical withdrawal. And man, when it grabbed a hold of me, it had a hold of me, and I could not walk away. I could not do nothing. I would have done anything for it, and just lucky that I had a job that could help me pay for my dirty deeds instead of having to go out and do bad things. And so I was lucky there. Not everybody is. I didn't have to go out and steal and do all that crazy stuff. But it's just because I didn't get there yet. I always like to say that I just didn't get there yet, because I am no better than anybody out there. I put my jeans on the same way as everybody else does, and I can't blame nobody for my issues. It was all brought on by myself, and I'd like people to know that. I also like to know that I believe in the disease theory, and I don't think people understand that quite so much. They think, well, you have a choice. It's not a disease. And you're right. You are 100% correct right there. Nail on the head. Ding. Anyways, the disease of it is I got a physical allergy to that. But my problem really is up in my head, and the drugs and alcohol is just the way I treat it. I go and instead of going and seeing a doctor and getting some medicine, I just decide to do it myself, and I use heroin and methamphetamines and weed and all that, and that's what I do to take care of the problem that I really have, which is up here. I don't think like everybody else thinks, and what do you say, Becca? How are you doing? It's good to see you. It's always nice to see you. But yes, and yeah, so when you think of the disease concept of it, it's really this peculiar mental twist that we got. Peculiar mental twist that we got in our heads. And, we don't think right. It's, I don't know how to explain it. More like you say the color, I'm picking a color, any color, but you can't guess the color. Magenta, per se. But then other people say, well, that's purple. Magenta, purple. Who's right, who's wrong? I don't know. But when addiction or your peculiar mental twist it's about like that. We see two different things, except usually I'm wrong. I'd be like pink, and you'd be like, no, it's salmon. It's not the same kind of thinking, and that puts us off in a weird kind of way. And chili sounds awesome. I love seeing my face in the mirror. Not really. I can look at it today because there was a time when I could not look in the mirror because all the evil, dumb stuff I did. It just who could look at themselves doing that stuff. But anyways, so that's what it is. It's our way of thinking, and we make bad decisions based on something that's going on inside our heads, which isn't right. And then we feel guilt, shame, and remorse, and we got to cover that up. We don't want to feel them feelings. We don't belong. We don't want to feel them feelings, so we use our own prescription, basically. So that's where the drugs and alcohol come in there. They are not the issue, really. That's just what we use to get over the problem that we really have, which is up here. So you can basically say we got a mental disease. I don't have no problem with that. Somebody else might have a problem with that. I don't know. I'll keep it on me. I like to think I'm sicker than most of the time. But that's kind of where I put myself out there, and I make myself feel better. Because, see, today I can't put dope in me, so I got to do something to make me feel better. So I'll say I'm sicker than most. I want to be the sicker than the rest of them. That way everybody's like, laughing at me. And that's all right to me, because that's my release, see, is to be goofy and funny and do all kinds of weird, silly stuff. And start podcasts and, all that crazy stuff that I do. And that's my release, so I don't have to use drugs no more. And it works really good. It works really good. And I used to think when I first started doing this that, I'd get on here and do a podcast and man, everybody going to laugh at me. I'm going to walk through town. Everybody going to be, oh, look at that guy right there. He's silly, duh. And make me feel bad because I did it. And it didn't really work out that way. Everybody was like, yeah, I love it, Chuck. You're doing good. You're helping the community out. You're helping other people out. So it turned out to work out pretty good. And then once I had some positive reinforcement there with other people, it just got easier and easier to do. And now I just talk in front of anybody and everybody and do whatever I can to help people. And it don't matter what other people think because it's none of my business anyways. It's none of my business anyways. Anyone who says they're normal is lying. A little crazy. I'll agree with that. I better put this up here because y'all probably see it too, but we'll go ahead and put it up here on the screen. Boop, boop. It did not work. There it goes. Okay, that's what you're going to say. Yeah, I'd like to know what normal is. Brooke, if anybody could tell me what normal is, I want to know. Put it down in the comments what you think normal is so I myself can know what normal people do, because I ask people all the time, what is normal? Can you tell me what normal is? Because I have no idea. I'm not normal, apparently. But I'm good with that. What do you say, Larry? Welcome to my podcast. Thank you for your support. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Pathway to Hope. Looking forward to Sobertober. Man, that's going to be cool. Check this out. Sobertober. I love it. I've been wanting to do an event like this for at least 3 years now. At least 3 years now. But I got bad shadows in here today. It's the lighting, people. Maybe not. See, don't look so bad there. If I get to hit the light like that, it looks like the shadows. I mean, look like a zombie. And just got to have fun these days. It hasn't really been a good day. I've been waiting on a guy all day long. If you find out what normal is, please let me know. I will let you know, Brooke. I will let you know as soon, immediately, as I know what normal is. But I don't. We could look it up in the dictionary. Can we do that? I think we can do that, maybe. I want to know the definition of normal, just so I know. Alrighty here. It says, normal. Conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected. It's quite normal for puppies to bolt their food. 2. Of a line, ray, or other linear feature intersecting a given line or surface at right angles. A single plane of symmetry with a dyad axis normal to it. That's the adjective. Noun, the usual, average, or typical state or condition. Her temperature was above normal. 2. A line at right angles is angles to a given line or surface. The view is along the normal to the surface. Alrighty, I'm going to go with the noun, the usual, average, or typical state or condition. That means all of you all are just like me. Not normal. Y'all are normally just like me. I love it. I love it. What do you say, Megan? How are you doing? Did you get married? I remember seeing, I tell you, I hope this is not like a bad thing, but man, he came in here. I had to cry that day. That was the most awesomeness proposal I ever seen in my life. That was cool. Just in case, I know I'm still confused on it too, Brooke. I don't know. I know if you are the average person, I don't know. I'm confused. Too. Anyways, I just know that I'm not part of the cool kids. Actually, I feel like I am the cool kid today. I like to tell my boy Steven that it's not cool to be the cool kid. Because see, the cool kids, they all end up on drugs and die and stuff like that. Like, I thought I was cool. Well, hello there, Mom. It's Chuck. Welcome. Mom's on. So that's what I tell him. I said, it's not cool to be cool. It's better to be the geek and wrap your glasses in tape and all that. Because, see, them are the guys that end up with all the money and all the beautiful women and all that stuff in later years in life. The cool guys, we just go to work and get whatever and do what we do. What do you say, Mike? There's a worker. I worked with this guy one time. He was all right. Oh, Mike. Welcome, my friend. I thought you were smarter than me and wouldn't be watching me. Thought you had big things to do. Sorry about old Chuck, but that's all right. I appreciate your support. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I be forgetting sometimes. I be forgetting. You know, I'm working 2 computers and a telephone and all this good stuff at one time. It's not a easy task. What I need is another person working the computer. Me doing the podcast, it would be so much easier. But then I don't never know what we're going to do, so it's hard to do that up front. Anyways, $782 for the brain fart. $782 for the yard sale. We still got plenty of stuff left. No, not married again. Just went back to my maiden name for a while. Didn't you get proposed to there at the jail over there? I about cried. I think I did shed a tear. I really had to say I shed a tear on that one. I mean, because you was like, "What'd you do?" And he was like, "You'll never believe it." It was awesome. Anyways, I ain't trying to bring up bad stuff or good stuff or any of that stuff, but I just thought it was awesome. This is the first time I talked to you since then. Anyways, moving right along. Let's do whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. God is good every second of the day. God is good all the time. God is good every second, every minute of every hour of every day, of every week, of every month, of every year. God is good all the time, people. All of the time. Whoop whoop. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Get the algorithms so other people can watch our podcast and maybe help somebody save a life. Save a life. Let them know that there is somebody out there that cares. There is somebody out there that knows what they're going through and willing to listen when they have no one else to listen to them. Anyways, be sure to share this, please. Share my podcast. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I will be doing a Narcan nasal spray, 4 milligram. How to use your 4 milligram nasal Narcan. I've got about 5 boxes left if anybody needs Narcan. I actually got about 8 boxes, but I got 3 of them promised out already. So that leaves 5. And if you're needing any Narcan or anything like that, please reach out. Let me know. I'll be glad to get you a box. Don't cost you a dime. Well, you have to come get it or tell me where you're at or we can meet halfway, whatever. However we got to do it. Be glad to help or whatever. If you know anybody out there struggling, feel free to share this podcast with them. Feel free to share my phone number with them. Feel free to do whatever you need to do. If you know any families out there that's needing clothes or kids that need clothes, I got plenty of it. Just let me know. A lot of them are new. A lot of them are half used. You know, but they're all clean and good. Love to help people out. Ain't nothing like seeing people that's down and out and watching that frown turn to a smile. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. Man, just warms the heart, warms the soul. You know, it's let me tell you about recovery. Y'all already know what the madness is like. You already know what withdrawal is like or all that stuff. And let me tell you about recovery. You know what when I first got in recovery, I got here the honorable way. I always like to say, I heard somebody say that one time, and the reason we say the honorable way is because the honorable judge said, lay down, man. You just sit down. We've had enough of you going crazy, wild, and doing the things that you're doing. You gotta go to prison. So I got here the honorable way. I decided to get clean and sober, sit down and try to work inside myself and figure out where I went wrong or what went wrong or how I was wrong and get all that garbage out of me, quit blaming people for my issues. And man, this light turned on inside my head and the fog kind of, yes, please do. There, Becca. This light come on, the fog cleared away, and it was like the fog cleared away. And my way of thinking changed. And if any of you all know me, you already know that my way of thinking's changed because I'm not that guy no more. I'm echoing. Did it just start, or has it been like echoing the whole time? Probably, because I got my volume way up too high. Is that better? Is that better? You're on like a 30-second delay, so I don't know until, like, boom. But anyways, where was I? Oh. I love you too. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. I love you too, Dora. That's my sister up in Louisville. But yeah, it's when the fog cleared and my way of thinking changed, I had to reevaluate everything, because I went back and noticed that all these arguments that I thought I should have won, and all this stuff with mom, and really, you know what you're supposed to do is you should listen to your mom and do what they say, because later on in life, when you get sober and you clean and all this stuff, and you think back, man, I could have saved myself all kinds of trouble, all kinds of money. I just did what mom told me to do in the first place, but I didn't. So when I got in recovery, I didn't know what to do. I got out of the recovery center, sat down on my couch, and I looked around, and it's like, what to do? And I really think this is where we fail in recovery. We send these people off to this recovery center, way out wherever. I mean, which is probably good, because you can't just walk off and go home. That's the good thing. But the thing is they get used to all these meetings out there, and the people they know, the recovery groups out there, the support groups out there. So they come home, they sit down on the couch, and say, we got this guilt, shame, remorse. We hear about it all the time, guilt, shame, remorse, and y'all know how it feels if you're an addict like me. And so I'm sitting on my couch, and I'm looking around. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do. What is there to do? I don't want to go to a meeting, because somebody in there might see me. There's that guy again, right? You know, that's what I was always scared of, is somebody'd say, there's that guy. I didn't want to be that guy, you know. And it really was. That was a beast for me anyways. But I didn't want to go to none of these meetings around here. I didn't know anybody there. And then even worse, I might know somebody there and all that. And so I was kind of scared, you know, which fear is what my life is shot through with, the fabric of fear. But the fear was getting to me. So what do addicts do? They do what they do best. They go hide them feelings. They go get high. And that's where we fail in recovery, because once they get from that recovery center and they come back to their hometown, they have nobody. I really believe that. I think that's where a lot of people fall off. And if you could grab them right out of recovery center back in their hometown and say, oh, hey, man, I'm your buddy, and do, you know, and get them together with somebody, that fellowship, then I feel like that we would be better at keeping people sober. But there's not an answer to that yet. So I did what I was told to do. I went to a meeting. Matter of fact, I went to a meeting in the morning. I went to a meeting at night. Sometimes if I could find one in the middle of the day, I would go. So I was going to a bunch of meetings every day. And matter of fact, I would still go to them all day, every day, because I really enjoy them. Not everybody does. I heard a guy say, well, how long do I got to go to them darn meetings? That's a lifestyle, man. It's like forever, you know. But that's not what the guy said to me. He said, until you start to like them. Which in turn, if you start to like them, well, you want to go anyways, right? So you keep going. And, yeah. So that's what I did. And I got to knowing people. Got to meet people. And one thing they said I had to do is change one thing. And that one thing I had to change, you guessed it, everything. You only got to change one thing, and that's everything. And can't hang around people, places, and things. See, that's where I failed a lot of times before, and that's another way people fail, is because they want to go hang out with them old buddies. That's my buddy. I've known him my whole life. Why wouldn't I hang out with him? Well, I've always went over there. That's why I go over there, you know. Well, you hang around the barbershop long enough, you're going to get your hair cut. And every time I've ever been to rehab, that's what I did. I'd get rehab, go right to the barbershop and get my hair cut. And so I just took the word for it. This time I had to get rid of people, places, and things. I had to go to lots of meetings. And when my friends come knocking on the door, as bad as I wanted to say, come on in, I'd stick my hand out and say, I had recovery. If you want recovery, come on in. We can talk. But if you don't want recovery, I can't mess with you. And it's not that any bad feelings, hard feelings, or any of that stuff, because I love all my old friends. I'm not a hater. If they're out there in the madness, I can't help that. I just can't hang around them because I don't trust myself. If they can use responsibly, who am I to say anything? I wish I could. I can't, so I don't. And That was one of the hardest things I ever had to do is walk away from people I thought was my friends. A lot of them weren't my friends anyways. You learn when you go to jail a couple times, the people come around and don't put money on your books or don't send you a letter. Matter of fact, they forget who you are. If you call them, they don't answer the phone. It's kind of wild. But some of them out there will, I guess. I had a buddy of mine. He's no longer with us. He passed away in the madness, and that's a beast right there, people. That's a beast. But so I did what they told me to do. I went to meetings. Got rid of the people, places, and things. And in the meetings, I started hanging around. I'd stay before the meeting after, the meeting during. I always like the one before and the one after because they're really personal. It's not the whole group. It's just you and somebody else or a couple of people, and you get that fellowship. You start to get friends. So all my friends today are in recovery. I mean, I got other friends that's on here watching, but I don't hang around all of them because I got my other friends. I'm busy doing all this other stuff in recovery. And, man, I'm overwhelmed with stuff in recovery. But it's good because it keeps me where I need to be at. This podcast helps me a lot. And like today, I tell you, I was dreading this podcast. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do what I got to do after this. I was like, no, I just want to go home. And, well, you know what? I'm glad I did it. This is pretty fun. I actually run into something I wanted to talk about for a while, and that's what recovery's giving back to me. And like I said, after I found these friends, now I had things to do. I had things to do because I could go to meetings or whatever, and then I could go to these. Today I go to campfires and all kinds of stuff. Throwing a big end of summer bash myself, a sober thing, and man, there's lots of fun in recovery. And if you're out there, you're thinking, well, I don't want to do that because recovery is boring, and I'll never get to drink again. I can't smoke no weed, blah, 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 whatever. Let me tell you, if you're a guy, there's more sober women, better looking, better quality of person. They got jobs, and they love sober guys. Just saying, there's a lot more of them out there than the using ones. 75% or better is what I hear. I don't know. Yeah, just being lazy, I see. Yep. All right, no, I just got a text, sorry. Gotta have fun with it. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have some fun. I still love you too, Brooke. That's funny. I love you too. Sometimes I sit back and I'm not perfect, people, by no means. There's days that I think, man, I just want to get high today. Just one bump. Maybe I just want a beer today. I'm hot. I just want to. But you know what? That's my disease. I really don't want that. I really don't want that. What do you say, Jane? I was telling them about our big profitable yard sale. $782. I think it was a great day. It was a great day for recovery. It's a great day for people. It is a great day for people in recovery every day, people. Like I said, there's people that I have met that I would never, ever, ever, ever give a chance in my life. It's some of the best people I know. The first thing I noticed in recovery when I went into a recovery center was people didn't care about what I had in my pocket. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I know it seems like something weird to think that, but everybody I've ever been around seemed like they just wanted something that was in my pocket or what I had or how I could get or what I could get. Never about me. The genuine me. Today, all my friends generally care about me. They care about my feelings. They care about how my life is going today. They don't care about how much money I made or how much money I got in my pocket or any of that. Matter of fact, they want to see me succeed and want to help if they can. And I'm the same way. What do you say, Natasha? Welcome to the show. But yes, I probably echoed that. I got a little loud. But yes, it was recovery is awesome. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Daggone right, 22 years, has it been that long? Man, I was a teeny bopper 22 years ago. Out of my 30, 40, I was going to say 37. I wished I was. 47 minus 22, that'd be 25. Man, I was a young, handsome stud back then. Handsome stud. That's back then when I was working with you, Mike, I think. How old was I? That was 21 years ago. Yeah. Huh. Yep, that was back when I was running around with you, Mike, at work, working for Phelps. But yeah. So recovery's really done good for me. I'm just speechless over the things I get to do. You know, every 3 months I get to go out of town, stay in a nice Holiday Inn. You know what? I got money to pay for that. I used to not have no money. I couldn't even afford my own cigarettes. You can ask my mama. Tell her, Mom, where I used to get my cigarettes at. I ain't proud of that. But that's just the way it is. I didn't know you're still there, Mom. There you are. There you be. There she is. Add to the graphics. Where you at there? Oh, I done did that. But yes, it's you know, life's not always, you know, rainbows and unicorn poop, even though it's let's see, life still happens. Because see, the thing is Chuck is always going to be with Chuck. I can't get rid of me. Now, I like to say the old Chuck had to die in order for the new Chuck to blossom. I like to refer to it as like a phoenix. You have to die to be reborn. Thing is, I did not really die. I just changed my way of thinking. I changed my way of doing things. I changed my way of living. I listened and took suggestions. See, them are things I used to not, the old Chuck wouldn't do. He would be laughing at you, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's where that guy had to go. In order for that, yep, Dad was running on you. I was bartending back then, I believe. I was a bartender at one time. I know it's hard to believe. But yeah. Yeah, that kind of left James hanging on the yard sale. I had to take somebody to rehab the night before, and man, I got in late, and I ended up sleeping till about 11. I did get up, and I helped pick you up, but we had a good day. We really did. I get talking, I forgot to change the screens. Look, we almost got like 12 minutes left of the show. We better do a commercial. PAL, parents of addicted loved ones. You are not alone. United for Recovery Office, 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 40004. If you want to know more about PAL, you can reach out to Terry at 502-349-3329. Tell your friend at Chuck Brothers Recovery Loud and Proud, how are you doing today? And she'll probably laugh with you and tell you what kind of great person that you are and how much they want to help you help your loved one. If you're out there struggling with your loved ones in jail and you don't know what to do, they're asking for canteen money, but you're scared to death to give them anything because they done wore you out. You're afraid they're going to overdose and you don't know what to do. You call PAL, parents of addicted loved ones. You don't have to be a parent. You can be a friend as long as you are 18 years and older and clean and sober for at least a year. You can be a member of PAL. Find more about it at www.palgroup.org. You are not alone. United for Recovery, Education, Prevention, and Support. You can contact us at United for Recovery, 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 40004. Phone number is 502-348-1879. Please leave a message. If you need to talk to somebody right now, you can call 502-510-4328. Ask for Lisa. Tell her you're a friend of Chuck Brothers. Recovery Loud and Proud. How are you doing today? And she'll say, don't talk to that guy no more, he's crazy. Nah, she'll probably laugh and help you the best as she can because she is really good at what she does and she knows all about recovery. You got any questions, Casey's Law, any of that stuff, halfway houses, rehabs, insurance, no insurance, pregnant, not pregnant kids, male, female, male and female. Reach out to Lisa, or you can find them at www.unitedforrecovery.org. United for Recovery, education, prevention, and support. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. It's good for the algorithm. Good for the algorithm. And also be sure to share this out. We do appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Boom. There he is again, right there, that guy right there. Yep, you looking. If you need somebody to talk to, give me a call, 502-286-0005. 502-286-0005. Chuck Brothers. Be glad to help. If you need a bed to get in recovery, I would be glad to help you find a room and a bed in a recovery center to help you get clean and sober. Whatever I can do to help, I'll be glad to do. You ain't got nobody to talk to, reach out. I will be glad to talk to you. So, I guess kind of wrap this up in a way that I can make you understand how recovery is. It is super fantastic every day. Even my bad day is better than my worst day. Using. Because I am accountable. I am here. Mind and body. I feel the pain. I feel your pain. I feel everybody's pain. I feel my happiness. I feel sadness. I feel all that stuff that I used to hide from. I get to feel all of that today. And then I get to make a honest mental thought before I talk. Don't always do that because I'm Chuck. Like I said, I always take Chuck with me no matter where I go, so sometimes I fail. I'm human. But today, I don't have to have all that guilt, shame, and remorse. I got more happier days than I ever had, and life is just so much better in sobriety. If you're out there struggling, reach out. It's not worth dying for, people. I'm telling you. If your life is miserable, you're depressed, there's a better life out there. I was going to hang myself. Y'all know that. I got to find it here. I'll show you the picture. I just happened to take a picture because I tell you what I do is I take pictures of my worst day going so you all see it so y'all can feel bad for me because that's how I was. But you know what? You ain't got to feel bad for me no more because I don't feel bad for me. I get a choice today. And I get to think before I act. But the thing is, I get a choice today. Before, I didn't have no choice because I was an idiot. I was strung out. I didn't know no better. I did know better. I ain't gonna lie to you. I lied to you right there. See? I can come up and say, I lied to you and tell you the truth. I did know better. I just didn't act right. So I'm not going to give you no BS excuses why I did what I did or whatever, this stuff, whatever. When you're 18, you got a choice in life. You can do whatever you want. You can be the best you can be, or you can use your past as an excuse to be a piece of crap if you want to. That's up to you. Everybody's got that choice. I choose to be a better person than I was yesterday, every day, just 1%. If I can be just 1% better than I was yesterday, then I'm doing pretty good. With that, I will be back at the end of this thing before after all that stuff and do a prayer with y'all. Be sure to watch my pictures and my videos. I put them on here so you all know where I come from, where I went from, and all that stuff, and what we do in recovery. And this one here is kind of close to my heart because these are people that didn't make it, but their voices are louder than mine.
judge a man until you take a step into his shoes. First you gotta understand the sand that he's walking through. Silence by default, but it's never been his fault. Following the code, hanging around nothing but adults. Cause he was treading water in a pool of good intentions. Always would envision a mission, but no one listened. Wishing to be noticed, hoping they would see him glisten. Beating pots and pans with his hands in the kitchen. They bashing on his passion cause he made his own decisions. Stitching the incisions, ever brought with those opinions. In addition, started drinking, never mixed it with some thinking. Sinking into loneliness and living for the weekend. Waking up confused and popping pills for his amusement. Loving his guitar, but to the drugs he had to lose it. He wants to hit the road but doesn't own a car to cruise in. Now he's all alone with a cup of purple juices. Laughing with the mattress, scratching at his bruises. Jack off to an actress that he's watching in a movie. He's never getting action, girls are scared of his delusions. If legends never die, how is not the kid to prove it? Never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. His buzz was getting weaker with the more that he done. Instead of being fun, it made him apathetic and numb. He take a look into the mirror and hated what he become. A fucking bum, thought the world be better off when he's gone. Plan to take so many drugs that he may never wake up. But he done spent his last $30 on Xanax and rum. He called his grandma up and said, I need some money for dress clothes. I got a job, ma, I can't follow the dress code. See, he already knows that he won't last till tomorrow. So he don't give a fuck about the cash that he borrows. She told him she'd be over around 8:30 or 9. It was 1 o'clock and he was too impatient to die. Ravaging through all the stuff for anything he could find. Trying to find something that could take the pain before 9. Then she called him back and told him that she had a surprise. He didn't know if he could wait, but just said, fuck it, I'll try. We never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. At 8:45, 2 cars pulled into his drive. He's on a card, but another card followed behind. She said, I'm proud of you, and good jobs are harder to find. But if you're gonna work, then we gotta get you a ride. Look, I bought this car for you from your Uncle Jack. We wanna see you succeed, don't gotta pay me back. It's got a lot of miles, but it's been maintained. I just wanna see you happy, it's never too late to change things. And here's your $50, I hope it's enough. At Salvation Army, that might even get you a tux. She hugged him hard and said, I hope it's get you out of your funk. And I brought you some groceries in the back of the trunk. Then he broke down and told her what he's planning to do. He said, I didn't get the job, ma, I wish it was true. You'll never understand the battle, cause these demons are strong. And I hate to admit it, but I done lost and they won. And all I ever really wanted was a moment of silence. These voices in my head are telling me
Dollar Dream.
try praying to God, but he don't ever respond. But these voices go away whenever I take a bump. Then she dropped the keys and started gasping for air. Oh my God, my breath, take a seat in this chair. We sat her down and then Uncle Jack hopped out of the car. She continued to struggle, but now she's grabbing his arm. And Uncle Jack shouted, call 911, you're a fucking coward, Howard, damn it, look what you've done. A piece of straw can break a camel's back and you were the one. My brother took his life cause you're his piece of shit of a son. Howard screamed, I never knew him when he died, I was young. This is not my fucking fault cause I get high to have fun. But you can call the cops yourself, look, I gotta run. And I'ma take my fucking life cause
Dear Heavenly Father, I pray to you in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. I pray that you reach down here with your healing hand and touch this planet with all your love and all your hope and all your grace. I pray that you reach down and heal the hearts of these evil people that are mad and upset and want to do everybody wrong. I want you to reach down here and touch the very souls of all of us, every living plant, every animal, every living thing on this planet, all the way down to their atoms and their micro whatevers, and touch us and heal our hearts. Let us all be free in your grace, Lord. Reach down here and heal the addicts and the alcoholics and help them get through their addictions and their life, make it better through you, Christ. I pray that you reach down here with your healing hand and heal this COVID-19, the COVID-19 that we're always talking about here lately. Can you... I beg of you to reach down here with your healing hand and heal these countries. Let us all be one under you, God. Only you can do this. You are the healer. You are the way. You are the only way. please, Lord, I pray in your name and your son's name that you reach down here and take me and use me to spread your word, all that you need me to do, and do your will. Whatever you can ask me to do, Lord, I'll be glad to do it. I pray for all of my followers and all my friends and all my family and everybody across the planet that their lives will be better. Matter of fact, I'm willing to give up all my grace to let them be better. Lord, please, Lord, I pray in your name, Jesus Christ, my Savior and our Savior. Amen. So, brothers, coming loud and proud. Whoop, whoop. Dollar Green. Dollar Green intros. Dollar Green.